Hello and welcome to Parents Guide to Games. Before we get started, if you could please hit the subscribe button. Here are the games coming week of October 13th, 2020. The first game on our list is G.I. Joe Operation Blackout. This is coming out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The rating is teen. The content descriptions are mild blood and violence. This is a third-person shooter which players assume the role of the elite members of either Cobra or G.I. Joe forces through the military missions. Players use firearms, laser beams, explosives to battle enemies in frantic combat. Battles are accompanied by large explosions and realistic gunfire. Enemy robots explode into pieces when destroyed. A handful of missions allow players to operate vehicles with mounted turrets and cannons to destroy vehicles. A gallery image of comic book covers depict characters holding two bloody swords. Next up is Second Extinction. This is coming out on PC. The rating is mature. The content descriptions are blood and gore, language, and violence. This is a co-op first-person shooter in which players fight to save Earth from hordes of dinosaurs. Players use machine guns, shotguns, rifles, and explosions to kill a variety of dinosaurs that attack in waves. Combat is highlighted by realistic gunfire, radio chatter, and large blood splatter effects. Some weapons cause dinosaurs to explode into chunks or flesh and limbs. A large-scale satellite laser can cause the battlefield to be covered in dinosaur limbs and blood. Now let's jump into Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition. This is coming on PC. The rating is teen. The content descriptions are mild blood and violence. This is a real-time strategy game in which players control empires and civilizations from Europe, Asia, and the New World. From an overhead perspective, players complete campaigns, gather resources, and command military units against rival civilizations. Players can zoom in on battles to view soldiers using swords, rifles, explosions, and whimsical weapons against enemies. Battles are highlighted by a frequent impact sound, cries of pain, and explosions. One cutscene depicts a soldier impaled by a lance. Another scene shows a shooting at close range. Small blood spurts are occasionally seen during battle. Now let's take a look at Cloudpunk. This is coming on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. The rating is mature. The content descriptions, drug references, sexual themes, and strong language. This is a role-playing game in which players assume the role of Ronin, a courier delivering packages with the cyberpunk city of Nivalis. From a pull-back perspective, players drive a hover car around various neighborhoods and pick up and deliver packages on foot while interacting with clients or vendors. A handful of clients are sex workers who discuss aspects of their business, a dominatrix mentioning the pain she inflicts, and an android talking about the dynamics of her work. The game contains a handful of fictional illegal drugs that player characters can purchase from narcos in order to complete missions. One drug is depicted as a golden brown high with a steady calm down. Swear words appear in the dialogue. Now to live out every kid's dream, there's Monster Truck Championship. This is coming on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The rating is everyone. The content descriptions are mild language and use of tobacco. This is a monster truck simulation game in which players can customize vehicles and drive them through races and stunt events. One vehicle decal depicts a cowboy smoking a cigarette. Another decal reads, "What the hell?" Next up is Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. This is coming on Nintendo Switch. The rating is everyone. The content descriptions are mild cartoon violence. This is a racing game in which players race toy cars that have mounted cameras displayed in the game in an augmented reality. Players can create and arrange racetracks and then race as Mario and Luigi across various tracks. Some power-ups can be used to impede opponents' progress, resulting in spit-on effects. In some sequences, a piranha plant bites down on racers and then lifts them out of their vehicles, causing them to flail around in a cartoonish fashion. The last game on today's list is NHL 21. This is coming on PlayStation 4, Xbox One. The rating is everyone 10 and up. The content descriptions are mild violence. In this hockey simulation game, players can select teams for NHL rosters and play realistic depicted games of hockey. During the course of each match, players may initiate brief fistfights. The perspective shifts to isolate two players, throwing punches and grabbing one another until the fight is broken up. Big shout out to bensound.com for the music. Please follow Parents Guide to Games on Facebook at Parents Guide to Games, on Twitter at ParentsG2G, and email any questions or comments to parentsg2g@gmail.com. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.